in Santa Barbara County, as well as we've been doing that in Anchorage, Alaska for about 10 years now. We've been doing that in Maine for about 15 years. And, so building large, massive databases and updating them on a daily basis. Just to give you a touch and a feel for the type of data that, and I have the competitors up there, ignore that, okay? But you'll see how we set property ownerships. This is a year old, this chart, okay? How many counties do we key data in? How many counties do we have sales transactions? How many counties do we have mortgage data? You can see compared against other people we work with, okay? Adjustable rate rider, foreclosures, pre-foreclosure, assignment from bankruptcy, federal taxing, state. This is just a snapshot of where we are. And when you're the biggest, the largest, we're the 800-pound, 900-pound gorilla. We really, our data is our gemstone. And again, we have about 30 different companies in our group. And right now with CoreLogic, we're knocking down all the walls so we can all see each other's data files. But it's pretty impressive when you start looking at how deep we go into all this type of information. Yeah.
What did that statement you just said was we're knocking down all the walls?
For example, we have a company called Credco. We're the 5th largest credit company. They have data files that when you knock on their door within our company, you can't come in. Vice versa, they come to knock on our door, oh, you can't come in. Now they're saying, oh, do you need tax lien information? Oh, you need OD information. All these different companies that have proprietary data are all knocking them down, and they're making it available to my channel. And I work in the title and settlement services channel. So I deal with all the title companies in Nevada, California, and Hawaii. I have an associate that does the Bay Area for us. So that's my territory. I deal with all the title companies, as well. First American was our sister company that we had a long-standing relationship. They've broken us away to generate more value in that asset that they have. But we're bringing these products to the people so you guys can find better opportunities. And we do things on big national scales. I mean, major accounts. I mean, I'm talking $2 billion, and I'm just a little sliver in that little pie. So, but pretty impressive when you look at the type of data that we have our fingers on. Thank you. Anyway, so, CoreLogic Advantage, and if I were to say TRW, Experian Ready, some of these other companies, you would immediately, connect with it. CoreLogic would be a great investment right now. We've broken away, and Wall Street's still trying to figure out who the heck we are, but we're a very profitable company, managing the team. We're the only company, there are only 2 companies in the country that actively key data and manage data. We're the only company that keys and manages all our data ourselves. Okay? There's another company that keys data called LPS, and they key data, some of it, and they abstract data from buy data here and do some other things. But we are, I think we're in a different boat. Tremendous coverage throughout the United States. So if you want to do a search of one of our core products, you have access literally to anything in here. We're tied into about 70% of all the MLSs. We're tied into mortgage makers. We're into a big whole suite of different companies. Today, I'm just going to touch bases on 4 basic product lines. One is MetroScan. Have you ever heard of MetroScan? Yeah, this is what your customer service people use at the title company, right? And that's a county-specific product, great for, I threw it up here because when I heard investor, I thought about not necessarily residential realtors, but primarily investors. You don't even have to be a realtor. MetroScan is great for doing drill downs, commercial, that type of thing. REI Source List is a product that we're going to actually go into and show you how that works. That does specially list short sale opportunities, demographics, properties in distress. RealQuest is another investor product that I'm going to touch on. And then lastly, CDS, and that's where if you were to come to me and you couldn't find something in our database, and you say, hey Ray, I'm looking for all the mortgage mods in the past 3 years in Santa Barbara County. Can you get that? And I'm going to say, yeah, it'll cost you $250 minimum to pull that file, $250. And depending on how many there are, the price could go up or down or how many you want. So Custom Data Solutions lets us get into some of those files that you saw there, bankruptcies, all sorts of stuff. Okay, we are a very, very compliant company. So we have permissible uses into all of our data, how you can use it, if you can even have the file, depending on who you are and what your intent and purpose is to get the file, you know. So anyway, that's just kind of a quick little snapshot there. Again, we have over 400 different product lines. Okay, I dwell in about 10 to 15 of them. Okay, and so you know, we just go away. There are things that we do I don't even know about. I know about maybe 35, 40 products out there, and every week it seems like somebody's talking about something, or Judy from First Miracle, hey, what's this product? Right? And it's, what's that? And I call somebody else. And, oh, that's something this division's doing or something. So there's a lot of, you know, a lot of roots to the tree that are out there doing a lot of interesting things. We're going to talk about REI Source List. This is a product that will generate specialty marketing lists, the type of list that you used to be able to get sometimes from your title company before the insurance commissioner decided to uproot everything about 2-3 years ago. You know, I want a list of phone numbers. They can't give you that. I want mortgage leads. They really can't do that. I want properties in distress, NODs, and they can't do that legally. Okay. Well, this product is, frankly, this is the product they were using to pull those types of leads out. What we've done with this product, we can set this up where you go to the website. We can issue you a login and a password that you can go in and do your own searches, get your own record counts as you're doing your searches. And when you want to buy a list, they're 6 to 9 cents per record. Put your credit card in, here comes the data, instantly. In a lot of different formats. So this is just a snapshot on, again, access to about 3,000 plus counties, the types of search indexes that are built in the product, okay? That you can search. You can search by age, property type, mortgage, line of credit loans. You can say, I want to hit a zip code, zoning. You can do all this layered searching.
Within this layered searching, and as far as breaking down walls between other companies and such, how successful have you been at getting into merge?
Oh, it's happening.
Yeah.
It's starting to happen. Like there are some data files in here that they're going to add this year. You know, that they're talking about. But there's so much data available. This is really positioned more of an investor, of a consumer side also. So we're not going to put bankruptcies in here. There are sensitive files that if you want, you got to come to me. Then I'll throw out the $250 price tag and see. You say, oh, I can't afford that. Okay, you know, it's kind of a reality check. Because I got to call a programmer, say, hey, I got so-and-so that wants such and such. Who is he? How are they going to use this? You know, oh yeah, that's fine. And then they'll generate the file, pick up the money, and we'll deliver it to you in whatever format you want. That's our custom data solution. So again, anytime I touch them, it's like a premium service. They're running literally 3,000 to 4,000 jobs a month that are custom getting different files. Some jobs are as little as $200, $300, $400. Some jobs are $2,000, $3,000, $4,000, $20,000. So they ran a report for such and such. They have their fingers on all sorts of data files. So anyway, so these are some of the search indexes that are available, and I'm going to cover that. And then also, I had to kind of stretch this. This is the output format that you get in REI Source List. In other words, you can pull default information. It'll give you the basic default that we key at the recorder's office. Okay. It also has the ability to pull up property information. You can generate like a label format, the rate writer data. This is indexed to the LIBOR index. It's got a 2.25 point spread. It's going to move monthly. Has a cap of 10.75. So if you're interested in that type of mortgage data, we key that data. We've been keying it for about since 2004. But the output in this, it's automatically generated in 3 basic formats. One is a Excel format, so you can export the data out. It's also in a PDF report format with about 7 to 10 reports, and then in a label format. So once you generate a list in here, it sits in an output queue. You can look at it as much as you want. You can print it over and over. You can grab it. Oh, I didn't like that format. I want an Excel format. Oh, I didn't like that. I want a CSV format. So a lot of flexibility in this system. Okay. Now what I'm going to do is we're going to toggle over to the internet. How do I get to the internet?
Okay.
Right here. Let's see here. Give me a website. Okay. basically. So any general questions about who we are and what we do? You know, we're probably known by a lot of names out there from the past.
What if you do something through a custom data branch and there isn't a lot generated on the report? Is there a flat fee for that?
If you go through my custom data solutions, you can pull one record, it's going to be $250.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, you know, that's a programmer touching data. Once you call on him, then that's great. That should get you there. Okay, so we're going to go to REI sourcing. You'll probably get the most benefit by looking at this site.
Can you use Santa Barbara area, Ray, as an example, like Santa Maria or something?
You bet. But again, this product is very diverse. I had somebody ask one time, I'd like to know all the residential property that has an outstanding note of $5 million or greater in the United States. 30 seconds later, 15,000. Just like that.
And Ray, could you go, I want all the vacant land between 5 and 20 acres that is free and clear. Easy, right?
Yep. The key to this system is if you want to get set up on this system, you shoot me an email or give me your card, and we'll send you some training clips that show you how to use the system. There's no setup fee, no monthly minimum. There's a $5 minimum if you want to buy a list. So I could give you an ID, you can never use it. Okay? You just wasted mine and your time to do that. Okay?
Is there a monthly fee just for a basic monthly fee? So it just pay as you
No
go?
setup fee, no nothing.
Okay.
I've set up personally in 18 months about 4,500 referrals on this. Of those, 18, 19% really use it. The rest of them haven't even logged in, you know? So the old 80-20 rule kind of falls into play here. So the key to this system, unlike a lot of other systems out there that maybe you're doing foreclosures with another product or something, they have monthly fees they're going to hit you every month, whether you use it or not. The beauty of this system, if you want to go in and pull 500 records at 6 cents a record, pay your $30, and then 5 months later want to buy another list, you've only spent $30 with us. Done. Yeah, I mean, there's no harm, no foul, no nothing. This is intended as a self-serve product. So the idea is that if we set you up, I'm going to send you some training clips. We have weekly WebEx webinars you can attend free. Okay? The challenge I have is that if everyone in this room starts calling me, I'll go crazy. Okay? Because I'm one person, you heard my territory, I deal with all the title companies in Southern California, north up to Sacramento. All these people I've set up. It's hard to give one-on-one service. You just can't do it. And plus, you're going to go out and buy a list for $5, $10, $15, you know? And now, what I ask you to do is contact your title rep and have them kind of guide you through the forest if you need some help. They probably can't do that fancy training with coffee and donuts like they used to. But maybe they can kind of point, oh yeah, you click on here, or I'll have Ray send you a clip, something like that. Okay? We always want to keep them in the, in the arena with us. When you log into the system, again, updated every day, you have these 6 tabs from left to right, starting with geography. So you define your area first by just opening up the drop down here. Oh, I got a mouse. No. Okay, so we're going to come down here, and all you do is you just work through the tabs. Okay? You can identify a zip code, a city, a county, multiple states, Thomas Brother map page and grid. You can even click on the map search. It's going to bring a map of the U.S. up. Then you can zoom down to a spot and you can paint with your mouse the area that you want. In other words, give me all the properties touching the sand between point A and point B on the beach. Okay, you can do that search in here. So you can be very, very, very specific. I'm going to do a city. Okay, and I'm going to come down here, and when I open up this state, you'll see, wow, look at all this. Okay, we're going to do California.